because of a problem.
Well, let me just fix that real quick. There we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to MAViSMITH. Oh, fucking hell, I'm like a little yo-yo here trying to fix this. Right.
Oh, MAViSMITH just went live.
Did they? What's up, guys? Welcome to podcast number 5 for MAViSMITH. We are joined by the usual suspects, and this time we have our actor and good friend George Carr back for the first time in the last couple of weeks because he had to...
Famous actor George Carr.
Yep, he's starting his career in Hollywood soon.
Better be sucking those dicks.
I have to apologise to the visual viewer. No, not for that. You can say whatever you want. Family show, right?
Yeah.
We're all pretty much colour-coded to the green screen.
I wore a yellow thing, but it's still like... Well, I'm not worried, but it's got like yellow text, but it's still... I don't know.
See, I thought mine would get picked up straight away, but mine's fine.
She's got quite
But no, it has, but you're sort of...
You're literally wearing a carbon copy of the green screen.
Yeah.
It's literally like you'll literally just put it round you.
I'll find a cutout of the green screen that he made the shirt from.
Right, should we get straight into it? Let's talk about MAViSMITH Plays.
Take off your jacket, you'd be a floating head.
Fuck's sake. Talk about MAViSMITH Plays.
Where'd he go?
I look fucking weird. That's some Harry Potter shit. Oh shit, I realised my mic's on my jacket.
Oh shit, guys. Today we're sponsored by McDonald's.
Oh, as always, yep.
And Super Dry.
Make that one.
Are you wearing Super Dry socks? Puma socks? Why?
Because they're thicker and
What would Super Dry
You got another pair like that at home?
Yeah, why?
Because they're
Oh
old.
yeah. Well,
Fucking
because I wanted to
hell.
fix socks. I've got these new shoes on. I thought you liked them. I was like, oh, you got no pair though. You wanted them.
Because you got odd socks on.
You wanted them. I was like,
Yeah, take them off, I want them.
Yeah. Carl goes, yeah, sure.
oh, like cheesy feet in there.
Right,
Oh.
okay, so for the 4th time, should we talk about MAViSMITH Plays? Not your Puma socks.
Well, we can't get the sponsor in there. Cover up the end, bro.
Bleep it out. Oh, okay.
If I just do that, they can't see that.
I'll make it disappear, put it in here, like the shirt, yeah.
What were we saying? MAViSMITH Plays, yes. Yeah, so we're talking about this week's MAViSMITH Plays. It was just Carr and I. We unfortunately we had a lot of people were busy, so we sort of had to sort of do what we could. That's why there's no face cam. There's only just Carr and I playing. We played Portal 2, which was quite cool. Turns out not a great game to stream because it's hard to make funny content on a game we're doing co-op. Because you're concentrating so much and trying to figure out the task that you like any comedy thoughts go out the window, and because there's only two of us.
Rocket League's quite hard.
Yeah, because you're just trying to win the game. It's not like when you're playing Player Unknown, you can sort of mess about, or when we played that 4-player cooking game and stuff, you can have a bit of a laugh with it. But Portal was quite hard, so
Cookout.
it's a bit of a. Even when I finished editing, I was like, this is a bit of a boring one, but it's out, so it's out there for everyone to see.
Now we know.
It's
not
really
really
boring,
selling it.
but go and watch it.
We're selling it really well.
It's really boring. It's so shit, but go watch it yourself.
I need to
It's
rotate
only
this a little
failing if you
bit.
don't learn from your mistakes.
I'm actually not in the shot very well here. Let me just.
Look at the stream. How are you not in the shot?
It's like cutting my arm off. It just looks weird.
Probably for the best.
I'm sure I show those biceps off.
No, I just looks weird because there's a line where it just looks like I end. There we go.
There we are. Yeah, so that's MAViSMITH Plays. Sorry. We are...
Sorry.
I had a frog in my throat.
Wait, what?
A frog.
You had a cock in your butt?
I hate when that happens.
I hate that happened.
To cut
That chain of thought.
yeah, that's the train of thought now. All of a sudden there's a cock in my mouth.
For audio listeners.
Fun. No, so our video that we've been sitting on will be up in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, logic, that's what we're talking about.
GFA is selfishly going on holiday for 2 weeks. A week.
Yeah,
Is it a week
well,
or 2 weeks?
I've got 2 weeks off work, but I'm
week.
not in this country for a week.
And then
I would say country.
you're gonna get another Wales adventure, Wales V2 adventure.
Yeah.
MAViSMITH Wales adventure. We're going back down to Wales to see our friend at uni.
And
So-
we should be filming another video as well. So you hopefully will get 3 videos in the space of a month and a half. You know, the escape video.
Right.
Yeah. I really want to do it.
I see where you're coming from.
You heard about the news in Tarkov recently, where
So you have to look at the webcam. Do you hear about that news in Tarkov?
the time machine.
Yeah. Oh my god! I did not expect the second one to do it. I didn't know how they were going to do it, but they did it. Have you seen it?
I've seen. I did watch it, but
you came through the hot tub time machine too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Craig Robinson's. They all do it, don't they? All 3 of them.
Have you seen the alternate endings, like deleted scenes where the guy from the first one who wasn't in it, he comes back at the end?
Who?
He's like the dog of it, isn't he?
No,
the main guy who.
The main guy. He wasn't in the second one. The one who was sort of the main character, I guess. And the one who's like he fucks his life up. He does all the drugs. And
right. Yeah.
No, Lou's the.
The main guy that his girlfriend stabs him in the eye with a fork.
Yeah, that one. He comes back at the end, and he's the one who, I think he was the one who shot fucking Lou in the dick or something. Or he comes back and he shoots someone, and he comes back and he goes, "Oh, you missed me" or something like that. It was so weird.
Right.
One of the things you don't know why he's not there, kind of thing.
It's not really mentioned, is it?
No.
I really badly cut my finger, by the way, and it really hurts. Like a tiny cut, but it's so painful. I feel like it's a correlation. The smaller the cut, the more painful it is.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I mean, the worst is when you get those little bits of skin that start
just right on my nail.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's really sensitive. Like when you rip a bit of skin off, and you see either.
I cry.
This conversation's gone downhill now.
What from hot tub time machine?
Little cuts on fingers.
Let's get back on track. Where we?
What have we got? So we're going to we don't really talk about politics or anything apart from that, but we'll talk about we'll talk about North Korea because obviously it's quite big at the moment. There might not be a podcast next week because we might be dead.
Good.
People are like, yes!
Sweet relief.
What are you saying, good? You're on it. Carr goes home, goes to the iTunes link and goes, this is really shit. 1 star. The 3 actors were so shit.
That long kid looks good though.
The floating head was my favourite.
Best bit.
All it did was make me want McDonald's and wear super dry. Trying to get that plug. So they actually detonated a nuclear bomb, but GFA has... Is that true? It was literally only from Liverpool Street to Fenchurch Street.
No. So
are you under?
There's a website and you can test. It's a really weird website. It's called nuclear. Yeah, and it tells you that depending on the size of the megaton and the size of the bomb, how big the explosion would be and what area would be affected by fire. And the actual explosion that did Hiroshima, or it might be Nagasaki, I can't remember which one was smaller. Which one? There was Fat Boy and Little Man. Which one was Little Man? Is that Nagasaki?
What?
Fat Boy and Little Man.
Oh, I don't know.
That was Fallout.
Or was it Little Boy and Fat Man? Sorry.
New Vegas.
Whatever. So one of the bombs was smaller, and the one that was smaller was the actual blast radius was quite small. It was only literally like a mile or something. Not huge, the blast radius, but it was the fireball that did the damage because it was the radiation and the fireball after the actual explosion ended that did all the radiation, did all the damage because that was all the massive sort of like wave of energy, like the shock wave, and that's what does the most damage. Like if you got hit by that, your bones would just turn to dust pretty much, which is what does the damage, not the fireball. And that's what I was saying. The nuclear bombs we have today are literally like. The largest one that's ever been destroyed was, I think, something ridiculous, like 500 times bigger than the one they dropped on Hiroshima.
How was it destroyed?
Huh?
How is it destroyed?
What do you mean?
You said that's been destroyed.
Sorry, the biggest one that they detonated has been...
Where did they detonate it?
In Russia. It's called the Tsar bomb, TSAR. It's 500,000 megatons of TNT. 19...
Oh, so it's a big thing.
Yeah, it was a test. They didn't kill anyone. It was a test, but it was felt. It was felt as far as Finland from Russia.
If they attack Finland, though, so they were test.
Yeah, Finland's literally like next to us, and Russia's the other side of the fucking planet. It was a big old bomb. Like it was terrifying. It's never been used against people, but they detonated it, and I mean the mushroom cloud went into fucking atmosphere. Mental.
Where do you think it's going to go?
What, the next bomb?
Where do you think this is going to go?
I don't think it will go anywhere. I think the thing is North Korea are trying to make these advances in weaponry, not so they can. I don't think they'll ever.
Just so that I see it, it's just so that they can survive.
Yeah.
They now that they have nukes, as you said as well, no one can touch them.
No, if now, go back 5 years. If America went, we're going to put our armies on the ground in North Korea and steamroll it. I know that the Korean War technically was a success compared to Vietnam, but the Korean War with America and Vietnam didn't go as well as they had planned originally. But the advancements in technology is so much bigger now, because Russia gave North Korea Russia gave North Korea loads of tanks and weapons in the Korean War, so that's why they did so well. And China obviously helped, but when you actually think about it nowadays, the only reason, in my personal opinion, the only reason that America have not gone in and steamrolled North Korea, get rid of Kim Jong-un or whoever, in my opinion, is because of China. Obviously, it literally borders China, doesn't it? North Korea. And does it? Wait, am I thinking of Vietnam? I'm thinking about North Korea, aren't I? It borders China.
So China's near. That's why they had this. Because that's why they lost. They didn't lose the Korean War, did they? It was like because they were pushing back, but then I think China helped in it.
They did. They had 70,000 volunteer soldiers.
Yeah, so the Americans were like, let's stop. I think that's why I don't really know much.
Well, they got to the 35th parallel.
I just remember. I remember hearing that. I remember they pushed them back out of I think they technically beat Korea, but then China helped. I don't know.
China pushed them back, yeah.
I'm laughing. Carl looks so small. We look like we're your guards. Because for the first time ever, GFA and I are the same height, and you're in the middle, chilling.
Yeah, I think you might have tagged me in it. The soul, that's it boosts you up a bit.
I didn't get tagged in it, but I'm sure I should have been.
I swear I saw it. I think it's like I might be someone else commenting.
Oh, you have other friends?
Yeah, a few.
What the fuck are you here then?
It's like
This pity that you're here.
But, he's like at the back bit of the hill. It's like basically an insole, and you can just gives you a little bit of a boost of height. Yeah, stand up, so you might want to use that.
Cheers, bro. Thanks.
Anyway, where are we?
The view.
Yeah, they just had to get it to survive, because now
I think it's a dick showing competition.
Yeah.
Who's got the biggest dick?
Nothing will come from it until we should have
No, it's about the bombs.
We should have attacked about 6 months ago.
I tell you what, if it ever turned into something like a conflict, it's something bad with North Korea, like it's not great now, but if it ever turned into something proper serious, you'd only have ourselves to blame. It's the same with in a horrible way. Same with ISIS. We knew about ISIS about 6 years before they're born. Yeah, 6 years before they
were born.
No, before their first attack.
A baby comes out and it's like
before their first
hello,
attack.
Hello, with the ISIS flag.
Hello, ISIS. Have you done your homework today?
One of these days, I'm gonna make the world shit.
Yeah, they knew about it way before their first attack, and they didn't do anything about it. And they knew this organisation was forming, and they were getting armed, and they were getting money and all this. So they knew what their ideas were, and they just didn't do anything. Yeah, so
kill bridges, get Allah. I don't know.
Kill
bridges, get Allah. Or something.
He's trying to fix something Clement said, completely fucked it up.
Where's
your mic at, bro?
Me.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good.
You said that, but I thought you was talking to me. You looked
I haven't even tested the audio. I bet be good.
Yeah, well.
Let's have a listen. Yeah. So,
is that how you normally test it?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So first of all, let's talk about Game of Thrones.
Well, we'll be on this list of podcasts.
We didn't get good. Just if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, just turn it off. We're not going to be coming back to anything else.
If you haven't seen the finale already, it's been a week now.
Come on, you ain't going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean...
Or you are, but you're not fussed.
Yeah, you. The chances are you haven't been able to avoid spoilers.
Unless
you're Neo from The Matrix. There's no way you've avoided the spoilers.
Unless you're who from The Matrix?
Neo. The main guy who dodges bullets.
He's not the chosen one. You've seen that, there's a video where he's
Jon
actually not
Snow
the
from
chosen
Matrix?
one. They just lied to him. Oracle lied to him just to get him to do it, but he's not actually the chosen one, or some bullshit like that.
We've now gone away from Game of Thrones.
So Game of Thrones.
Game of the Thronies. Well, what a bloody, really rushed, a bit lazy, but still great series.
Didn't this episode feel good?
Yeah, this one was, I think, the best one.
Because it was longer.
Had more details in it.
It seemed like they were trying to
more. I think the good thing they finally did with an episode of Game of Thrones was they tied off some loose ends. They finished Arya's and Sansa's little story that was going on throughout this season. Like, that's done now. Like, whatever happens to them next is new and fresh. We don't know where they're going, what their plans are next. They finished the whole we need to fight White Walkers scenario where we now know where sort of everyone stands and we're like, right, now this is what's going to happen. Like, I don't feel like they left any cliffhangers to think.
Jamie's finally left.
Snow
in King's Landing.
Yeah.
There's loads of little cliffhangers.
Yeah, nothing's necessarily. They didn't leave anything to imagination. Everything was answered in that series. Really, that no one's sitting there going, "Oh, well, what about this or that?" Like, kind of everything was answered.
I got one thing answered. It might not be, but no. Obviously, what's the name? Fucking two daughters from the Stark daughters. Is it Sansa and
Bran?
Arya. When did
two
they?
Stark daughters.
I've already forgot their names for a second there.
Why did I say Bran when you said two Stark daughters?
Fucking Rickon.
I'm just ignoring that bit.
Nah, he's transgender.
Yeah, he's everyone, isn't he? Like, no, he's the third of three-eyed raven. He's everything. He's a three-eyed raven, so he's like
he's
dead or something. He's dead or something. So he's like the old Bran's dead. And it's like
Bran isn't dead.
No, he said that. He goes, Bran's dead.
Bran's dead.
He meant like hypothetically.
Nah, I think he's dead inside, mate. He's a White Walker. Under Carr.
Yeah, well, finish your.
And I'm saying, when do you think they started to plan their little thing against Littlefinger? Like,
that's what.
Because obviously, like, she walked in, found the note. Well, but did she know that obviously Littlefinger? Obviously, she found out Littlefinger left it for her. But when did she find out? Did she find out when she got the note? Because it seemed very petty. Cause when she complained about saying, what about when she said, about her saying you're a traitor because you were trying to get she said trying to get Rob to come like bend the knee or something to him or something to stop Father getting killed. Would you really think that she thought she was a traitor kind of thing, or did you think she was just acting?
Well, why would they be acting? Other than they think that little Lord Baelish is watching.
Well, she's got feels like they did.
Well, it just feels like they did that scene for the viewers of the show, but obviously it's not. You know, they're not. They felt like they kind of broke the fourth wall a little bit.
I think it's a bit like if it was, I think it'd be a bit stupid. That it wouldn't be something Arya would do. She wouldn't jump. I guess she probably would. I don't know. It's a bit weird thing to jump to. I
think we weren't shown the bit where they found out what Littlefinger was doing.
There was a deleted scene of Sansa, Arya, and Bran talking.
Oh really?
Yeah, came out. So
that's probably the one.
Yeah, just to you know.
I don't know, it just seems like it would be a really sort of like I don't know, really sort of annoying. I don't think those kind of characters, what they've been through, would just turn each other. I know there was I see that they turned they were faking, but was it faking at the start? Like I don't see those two characters would like after all the shit they've gone through would just betray, like start thinking that they're gonna they're betraying each other kind of thing. It seemed a bit sort of.
Jesus, that was violent.
Yeah, that's fucking smelly as well. It was vinegary as well. But yeah, that's my fault.
For blind viewers.
You got no ass.
What? For blind viewers, I started doing fucking sign language. That just rubs it in their face.
Fucking tired.
Fuck's sake. For the blind viewers, you're an idiot.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright, let's fucking carry on. Well, we all knew the wall was coming down.
Yeah.
I didn't know Baelish was dying. I knew he was dead as soon as Arya walked in.
I knew there was.
They're not going to execute Arya in Winterfell. That was.
Do you reckon they'll make use of that? Do you reckon Arya will make use of Baelish's face? Like, could he? Because he
I saw a really cool theory.
He's got fingers in a lot of pies, that man. Theoretically.
He's got his little finger in a lot of pies.
I don't mean they literally walk into a kitchen, he's like... he's literally got...
There's a funny meme, and it was Sam's with a little finger down there anyway, and he goes, Chaos is a ladder, Shansha. And then she goes, fuck off. And he goes, Chaos is a ladder, Shansha. And then she goes, Arya, shut up. And she's holding his face and just got Arya here. Chaos is a ladder, Shansha. What was I going to say? What did you say? Gonna use his face. That was it. I then said there's a really cool theory I saw online. There's a really cool theory I saw online. And Jaime's gonna die defending or killing someone or something, and then Arya's gonna take his face and kill Cersei. So technically, Jaime's killed her. She thinks Jaime killed her, but it's actually been Arya because it was on Arya's list.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I like that theory.
I think if that happens, I feel like that would be like the very last thing that happens. Like they'll defeat the White Walkers, Jaime will fall in battle, but Cersei will still be alive in her tower.
Who do you reckon's gonna kill the Night King?
Well, everyone's saying it's Bran, and I didn't realise this when we watched it.
He's got no fucking legs.
I know.
He's a paraplegic!
What's he going to do? Mind fucking to death.
That's what it's like.
I'm the three-eyed wave. I can see everything. Like, just shut up. Just shut up.
Well, like...
Is that why could the three-eyed raven and then I just forms here?
well, it's that or the fact that he's the prince, or the fact that... No. Right, so basically, in the last episode, when we were watching it, there's this bit where you see the bird's eye view of all the Whites walking, and they form the shape of the Stark sigil, and everyone's saying, well, there's something about that to do, and it's not going to be Jon Snow because he's not a Stark, he's a Targaryen. So it's not going to be Aegon.
Arya's got the dagger, hasn't she?
But he was brought up as a Stark. So people are saying, and he'll say himself, even though he's Targaryen, he's still a Stark. He was raised by Starks.
Yes, he said that to what's his name, to the other guy.
Theon's exactly the same. Theon's technically not a Stark, but he is.
Yeah, I think they put that conversation in there for that exact reason.
Take a refer back to if you refer back to episode 1.
Well, what about what do you think is going to happen with Daenerys and Aegon Targaryen when they find out he's a Targaryen? Because obviously he's the actual prince that was promised.
It'll only be in a room full of like 6 people.
I don't think he'll care.
Jon Snow will not want people to know because the North won't like him.
Yeah.
And then he'll have to take the throne, which he doesn't want. And he'll do something about loving the Stark name. He's like, I've always been a Stark.
Yeah, because I'm wondering how Arya and Sansa will.
But what does piss me off though? Wait, no, am I being stupid?
They're still the blood related.
That's always what you should do before you start talking.
Because they're still blood related, aren't they? Because it's their
technically, it's Lyanna Stark. It's their aunt's blood.
That's what I was about to say.
They're cousins, aren't
Ned
they?
goes, my blood's in your veins.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Technically, it is.
His blood isn't.
No, but
Is
the
Stark blood is, yeah, Lyanna Stark.
Not just Ned.
So he's sort of a hybrid. He's a Stargaryen.
Hybrid. Targaryen.
Yeah, because he technically, even though he is a Targaryen because he was married, well, they were married, he has got Stark blood in him, and he will just be like, I don't want to be.
Also, is all Targaryens like fireproof, or is it just her kind of thing?
They're not all fireproof, I don't think.
Your bum.
Oh man.
Digga. That's why his legs are apart.
He gets down and still like that.
You been squatting?
Yeah. No.
Like, I still want to Photoshop a horse between my legs on that picture. I think it's perfect. There's another. I even look like I'm holding reins like that. I really want to fucking get a fuck. If anyone's a Photoshop genius, we'll send you the picture, and I want to see it.
You can put a horse.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're looking at. One of the viewers is me.
The other one's me.
The other one's you.
For audio listeners, there's a picture of me.
Or you're blind or you're fucked.
Our podcast is blind friendly.
Yeah, we support the blind.
Is that all we're going to say about Game of Thrones?
So I was going to say
and another thing. Well, no.
Another thing.
Well, this is my issue. They've tied up all the loose ends, in my opinion. Not my issue, but this is the issue. Talking about it, I feel like they've answered a lot of the questions, and they've tied up a lot of loose ends. The fact that you're not sitting there wondering what's going to happen now. You're just waiting for the final fight. You're not sitting there going, oh well, what about what are they going to do, and like what's he going to do, and what about him? Like everyone north of the wall is dead, other than there's no one alive north of the wall anymore because Benjen's gone. Like everyone else has come back. So realistically, it's just them pushing south.
I didn't like the way they got rid of Benjen. Right?
It was stupid. Like it was like quickly, Benjen, jump on the horse, just like that time when you saved Bran. There's no time. Okay. But everyone was saying it's stupid to argue that because Benjen can't cross the wall, hence why he stays up there.
And also a horse can't carry 2 people.
Yeah. It carried Bran
it can, but like, it'd be fucking.
It carried Bran to the wall, didn't it? Oh no, it carried Bran to the tree.
Yeah, Bran's not a fucking fully grown man; he's a kid.
Yeah, and bear in mind he's got no legs.
He still has them. There's like a rolled up toothpaste. He's still got them.
They just lose their fluid after a while. It just drains out.
Are they actually like that then? If you had no legs, would you cut your legs off?
No. I don't know. No.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I would have them just
Yeah,
taken off.
what's the fucking...
Well,
I guess
having trousers on.
no.
Like, would you like?
No, because I guess for me, most people,
or like knee-high socks.
most people are hoping for the advancement in technology that can bring back the nervous system or something.
It ain't happening.
You probably have robot legs.
Just cut your legs off.
Cut your losses.
Yeah, robot legs, right? Anyway.
So wait, are his legs flat or his legs just like out?
Well, they would
Might
lose.
get stem cell research or something.
Lose muscle density over time because you don't use them. So eventually they would be really skinny, like bone, wouldn't they? Because you just fucking alright. What's so funny about that? Oh, for God's sake! He's right. Okay, so yeah, no, I think it's a good season. Season 8's 14 months away, so we'll see how that goes. Are you hoping for a really muscly
paraplegic man walks his own legs again? Should have cut him off, bro. Should have cut him off.
That's what I'm saying. People
God doesn't want him to walk.
People are hoping for that to come back, aren't they? So
they're bigger than yours, mate.
Alright, fucking hell.
Got him.
Yeah, Charlie's got a...
That's so fucking horrible. Look at disabled people.
Yeah.
Fucking love.
Family show. Yeah, no.
To all the audio listeners.
You're disabled.
Carr is currently looking at paraplegics.
Send all your angry complaints to George Carr at GoFuckYourself.com.
Go fund me.
Go fund yourself.
Seen
that? Is that what? Go fund yourself.
Yes. The horse couldn't carry. Bear in mind, John is,
But by the time they argued it, they've been fucking dead anyway. So.
Yeah, but what's his name? But bear in mind, all the White Walkers walk. Have we seen any of them run yet? They walk.
Yeah,
they only
run.
walk.
They're running when they're chasing them.
Yeah.
You watched the episode before, the one where they're running on the ice. They run in and they stop. Then they start chasing after them.
Penultimate. They run. Remember that?
And after when she runs, he comes out the box and runs her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They didn't just walk today.
No.
A little bit of a jog.
The fucking Clegane Bowl is just the biggest fucking tease.
It will happen. Well,
when?
Well, I don't know now because at this point, when will it happen and why?
The Clegane what?
The Clegane Bowl, like Sandor versus Gregor.
I
But the thing, I think
they'll change it.
I don't think they will. I don't think it will happen. I think it should have happened already because why would they fight now? Realistically, I think people are more interested in seeing the Mountain in combat than just fighting. They've built him up for so long now.
Really.
He's done nothing.
No, he can't really have done anything.
Well, but the Hound's done a lot more. He's killed loads of people, but we've seen the Mountain be this massive, scary beast, and he hasn't done a thing. So I'd much rather see.
If you had him, that you wouldn't send him out about. You haven't that's what she said. She has him as his bodyguard. Kind of
but I think I'd rather see him. I'd rather see him in combat with White Walkers. I think we'll see a bit. Well, I'd be very surprised if we did see a bit where they're arguing and then they fight together rather than against each other and they kill White Walkers together, like the Hound and the Mountain. That'd be pretty sick. Like as their final hurrah together.
And then Walking Dead style, one of them dies, comes back as a White Walker.
I mean, I might give up Walking Dead. I don't really like it anymore. It's getting a bit boring.
I'm not gonna lie.
How did it end?
It ended with them all getting together.
Getting betrayed by the.
I'll watch it. I'm too invested.
That's my exact.
If I knew what it was, I'd still watch it. I put too much time into it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And there are times where you're like,
it's good.
That's quite
I watched
cool.
it on day one and it was really good. Like the first sort of season, and then the second was a bit shit. But it just seems like it's too predictable, sort of now. Like
it's got to the point for me.
Game of Thrones was predictable this season.
It's rushed this season. It got to the point for me with Walking Dead where every season I was excited for it to come out until this season. Like even last season, I was buzzing for it to come back, and I was like, I can't wait till it starts again. And was watching it every Monday night, really talking about it at work. But this is the first season, and this is supposed to be like the best season because it's all out of war. It's supposed to be all action.
But I'm just not bothered. All Out War starts from now.
Yeah.
So that's when the All Out War comic line starts. Is now.
Oh.
It starts from when there's an All Out War.
Yeah.
He only just. It starts from the finale just gone. That's when it all.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah,
and that was good. That finale was good.
Yeah, but this entire season is apparently supposed to be the entire war. But they've said by the end of this season we'll see the end of the war between them and Negan, and we'll see Old Man Rick, who's like that was what the trailer teased. So I'm kind of I'm just sort of. I've got to the point now, as you said, I'm not sitting there going, I can't wait till it comes back. I'm kind of like...
I just want to see where they go.
I'm so invested in the series.
If someone spoiled it to me, I wouldn't be pissed off.
Yeah.
If someone said to me, Rick's an alien or something, I'd be like,
well, I don't like the idea of Old Man Rick because I can't think of a single TV series that's had a main character die or like be taken out of the series that's been successful after it. I can't think of one.
You watched it, didn't you? Because you watched it and asked you about it. What's the one? Was it Wayward Pines?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, you watched. Did you watch the whole first season?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, at the end, obviously, like because
what was Wayward Pines?
One where
yeah, really good. What was it?
When he's trying to, he's like an FBI detective. And he's trying to find some woman in like this town called Wayward Pines. He's trying to find her in this place. Gets in a car accident and wakes up in this town, Wayward Pines, and he can't leave. Like, there's a big barbed wire. And then are you gonna watch it?
No.
Well, basically, it turns out. Well, I don't know. I wasn't gonna watch it, but basically, it turns out like
like
when he had an accident, was in the I think year 2010 or something. Then he got put in cryogenic. It wasn't cryogenic.
So it's a dream.
No, it wasn't a dream. He was frozen and put into the future. And they basically, because this scientist predicted that because of evolution, we're going to kill it, like basically like no nukes and that kind of. We're going to all kill each other and then we're going to die.
Basically, it's based on real life.
Yeah. So like, he's like, oh fucking, Kingdom, we're going to fucking blow up. So he's like, okay, I need to preserve the human species. So he gathered loads of people, like kidnapped them, put them in like cryogenic and frozen for like 1,000 years.
Yeah,
and woke them up.
The storyline though.
What?
Right, so they woke him up and then...
Yeah, and then this town called Wayward Pines, but when they got woke up, they're like these monsters, and they're humans, but evolved with like claws, and they're really fast, and they're like cannibals, and they kill people, and that, so they have to build the fence around. And it's just basically like that, and you sort of try and work out what happens.
Sorry for this mic noise, people.
But the main guy dies in that, and then the second one wasn't as good, because obviously the main character in the series sort of dies. And it's just
only series I can think that's been successful, and even that wasn't successful, is True Detective, and even people said the second season was dog shit.
I liked it.
So
I liked it. I don't know if
the third season, they've let it go an extra year to focus on the writing.
Oh yeah, no, I still want to watch the second season because I watched the first and I really enjoyed it, and I don't really care what. I thought there was more in it, like more action. In the I very very rarely listen to sort of critics' reviews when it comes to shows because I think it's so like I've enjoyed shows that people said that's bad, and I've hated shows that people said are good. So I think I'm.
What shows have you hated?
Oh, I always go back.
Oh my god, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
So I'm doing work, and Natalie goes, "What should I watch?" Chucked on the OA. I'm sitting there doing work. My back's to the TV. TV's there. Natalie's there watching TV, doing work. My mum comes in, and in the first 20 minutes of the fucking thing, there's a sex scene, but a really visual sex scene.
Yeah, that's the only one in the series. So
cool. Well, and it was exact. My mum started to walk in, and she walked in, and that was very, very, very.
Is that the
fun.
bone you want to pick?
Yeah.
What, that I didn't tell you there was a sex scene?
It weren't even a sex scene. It was a fucking full-on porno.
Was it worse than Game of Thrones?
What?
Yeah, that on par. Yeah.
She was like, the camera was here, and she was down on him, and she was like looking up at him. I thought.
What TV show was that again?
so to make sure I stay away from it.
Just leave.
No, you'll probably be weird. You'll probably watch it with your mum, like Game of Thrones.
Fucked up, man.
I don't know how you watch Game of Thrones with your mum. That's brilliant.
I mean, this season was alright. There's only like 2 pairs of tits from the entire thing.
And one fine looking. It's
because like we watched it as a family. When we watched
it
when it first came out, it was like, it's a new TV show, and I was like, oh, cool. We watched it as a family, and like, because there's no point now, so we always have to watch it, kind of thing.
His mum goes, I've heard there's loads of sex in it. Ah, sweet!
Sweet, I'll watch it with you at dinner.
Almost watched that, what's it called, that True Blood thing. Almost watched that True Blood thing, I was like, no, I'm not watching this, I'll turn it off.
But no, it's weird. It's like, everyone was just sort of raving about it when it came out, and I've said it a billion times on the podcast, so I won't go into it too much, but yeah, it's weird. It starts pretty good, gets really boring, ends really shit.
We finally finished Gypsy.
Yeah,
Gypsy.
Yeah, still wouldn't recommend. Still would recommend anything other than Gypsy.
Where's Gypsy?
The biggest pilot. It got cancelled on Netflix within a month.
Good.
They didn't even give it.
What's it about? It's about gypsy travellers.
It's got nothing to do with gypsies.
Right.
I'm sorry.
What's it supposed to be?
No idea. It's nothing to do with gypsies.
What's it actually about?
Gypsies.
Okay, so she's a therapist, and like for example,
she's a gypsy therapist.
She's a therapist, and she's got a really nice husband. He's really nice. I felt really bad for him. Really nice husband. And
why didn't you marry him?
Maybe you did.
I tried.
We haven't finished it yet.
He's married.
So I did like the season.
So
I did like the series.
Why did he stay with her? Why?
The series is about one viewer called Matt. He tries to break them up. No.
Cool. So
I fucking forgot. No, and then so
sure.
for example, like people keep coming to her office. Obviously, she's a therapist, but she like gets involved with their life. So one guy comes in and says that his ex is like controlling, and he can't stop going back to her, and he can't stop thinking about her. Now, for some reason, she just goes and starts flirting with her and kissing her, and
the therapist does it to the girl.
Yeah, it's such an odd show. It's so bizarre. And there's a scene where someone got kidnapped, and it was a big thing, and I just turned that, and I was like, could not give a fuck. Like, honestly, I could not give a shit. And then we watched the finale, and the finale was like her body in the car of the person who took her, and it was no big reveal. It was the exact person who they all said it was, and I was just like, really? We're struggling to fucking make shit, and they've got a fucking budget. Make fucking Gypsy, the same guy.
Did you work with the place as well?
The same guy did 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Is it like she worked with the
guy
place?
who wrote the book or did the series or film?
No, it's a girl.
No, directed it.
Guy didn't write the book.
Film.
Guy didn't write the book. Girl didn't she? Lady Housewife.
I honestly, I didn't follow the book, so it's just
like Dorian Gray, wasn't it?
Huh?
What was his name? Wrote the book. Dorian or something.
Anyway.
Dorian.
Find Nemo. What action in her life?
Jesus Christ! And there's a guy called Marvin trying to find his son.
Oh, I put Guardians of the Galaxy because I finally watched it.
I haven't watched it yet. I just can't bring myself to watch it because I don't underestimate it.
What? How have I seen it? I thought you'd all seen it.
No, I don't watch it because
Guys fucking talk about it. Well,
it's good. That's all we can really say at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be a spoiler because
everyone
everyone else in the world's seen it.
It took me back how good it was.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good.
I
tried to do it shit.
Charlie doesn't know what he's talking about in any film.
I was really excited for Logan.
Or he doesn't like Fallout 3. That just explains to you.
He doesn't like single player.
He doesn't like Fallout. Well, he doesn't like the Fallout franchise. Yes, you can hate Fallout 4 and kind of 3, but you can't hate New Vegas.
Charlie just doesn't know.
Charlie, go fuck yourself.
If you're watching Charlie, but you probably won't because you're a bastard and you can't bother to load the stream up, you're shit, mate. You know what are you talking about?
I'm coding.
Code
new friends.
I think you need a decent amount of attention.
I mean, hope he listens to this at work, like his podcast.
He's like, oh, cool, man, so just this new podcast. Oh,
they're talking about me?
Writes a review, 1 star, bitched about me. The only 2 reviews we'll have and listeners is Carr bitching about the show and Charlie saying that he got bullied. Yeah, what were you going to say?
No, you just try to got a short attention span. I don't think like anything.
Fucking hell. We're going in.
Let's shut.
Can't get the list out.
Cool
like a skull. Well, let me tell you my problems with
Number 1. Long story short, number 362.
He always kills his own team members in fucking Siege because he can't let anyone else kill. He just starts shooting. Yeah, well, fuck you, Charlie.
Okay.
We've got to go on Galaxy.
I feel like we can see too much of our legs on the camera. I feel like it's panning down slowly.
No, it's not.
We can see a lot of legs.
My leg is beautiful.
Look how weird George's hands look. Why they look so weird?
Oh yeah. Got big hands.
You got 3 fingers on those big hands, mate. For audio.
Billy.
That's it. So it is apparently really scary.
I have one thing.
Is it out?
People have seen it.
8th of September.
That's the thing. You can't talk about the film without saying the word "it" because you're like, "Oh, is it out?" or "Have you seen it?" But then it gets confusing. Have you?
One thing I was going to say about it, I wasn't worried about it, but it's a bit weird, is because knowing like he's supposed to look like a clown, like a happy clown, then he turns sort of evil, like by barely seeing that, and that he looks fucking scary even before. Like when you first see him, he doesn't look like clowns look scary anyway. But
we haven't seen him before yet, have we?
No, you're in the trailer.
You only see him in the scary bits, though, don't you?
Yeah.
No, because
he's not gonna have like an origin.
You see the bit where he's in the
does he look scary then?
He looks normal then. Then when
Is that
when he
very
grabs
beginning
Georgie,
though?
That's like the beginning of the book. He introduced her. He basically says who he is, and then obviously gets.
But there could be flashbacks. It is long. It's split into 2
two
parts, isn't it?
Because the old one was as well. It'd be all the younger bits, all the younger bits. Yeah, I can't now. You started me off. It's a Sunday. Oh, it's a Monday.
Oh no, I can believe it's got you streaming it. I thought we were going to record it, but it works.
Well, we might. Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
I forgot about that. I thought we were just going to be recording it.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Oh yeah, shit. I don't think either.
Well, welcome to this early edition.
It'll go up. Yeah, you guys are in for a treat. No, it'll go up. It'll go up early on.
Just restream it.
It'll
Just restream
no,
it.
just put it up on YouTube on Monday.
Yeah,
night.
it'll be on YouTube tomorrow and it'll be on iTunes.
Perth.
Perth.
One night.
Yeah, but he's supposed to. Yeah, I think he did. I don't know. But it just seems like he's supposed to look more.
What
like
did you just say?
I mean,
those words came out so quick. I
understood it. No, he's like
you sound like the pig from Looney Tunes.
How's it going? Every single video.
Sorry, go on. I interrupted you. Go on.
Yeah, he seems like he's supposed to be more like looks. Oh, clown. Some people don't like clowns anyway. But he's supposed to look more like a happy clown. Then he's supposed to turn like fucking monstrous.
Yeah.
That's the point.
But I hate
He's supposed. That's why he's supposed to lure sort of Georgie. Not lure him in, but like he's supposed to say like, "Yo, I've got like a circus going down here."
Yeah,
Jump in. He is. Like he said, he goes, "I've got a circus." Because then like he bends in, but he smells like there's a circus, but he still smells like a circus. No, like,
what does that smell? What does a circus smell like?
He looks and he smells like a peanut.
No, because he goes like there's a circus down there. He goes, you can like you can hear him and you can smell him. So he goes down and you can smell there's a circus like, with the, like animals, like the fucking
I can smell
candies.
Is that a Ferris wheel? Is that Dodgems?
Bear in mind, this is like a different time as well. Like, you know,
what?
like
circuses have never smelled. What is it, like popcorn? Or?
like, yeah, like you smell peanuts, candy from that kind of thing.
Yeah, you always hear that in the toilet. Oh bloody, it smells like a circus in here, isn't it?
Not the sewer. It smells like the sewer.
Oh, you let one rip, Johnny. He smells like a fucking circus, mate.
No, he smells the circus, but underneath he still smells the sewer. That's why he's like, because it plays with his mind and that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
he smells the circus.
In the book, it smells.
No, he's trying to basically lure him into the fucking sewer.
What the fuck is
and he
the
goes,
circus smell? How do they describe it in the book?
He just goes,
the sewage smell like circus.
No, he goes, he put his tendon and he expected to smell like shit in that, but he could smell the circus, he could hear it, so that's why he was like, that's why he's thinking. But then when he smelled close, like when he could sort of smell the sewer. So it felt
I'm sure they go into more depth in the book. I'm sure they say something like he gets the fragrance of circus food or something. Rather than
it smells like. I meant it smells like circus.
Yeah.
But it smells like, and it went, you farted, and then Team Spirit.
Put IET and put like, I don't know, put dots over like I. Yeah.
You're going to get whoever dealt it, smelt it.
It's the exact same thing with the capital.
It smells like you, yeah, like I had for it. Book or something.
Who?
It was Stephen King.
Are you really going to ask that question?
He was. He got Stephen right, so he knew it was Stephen.
No, I couldn't remember his name.
Stephen Hawking.
And the clown said, "Smelled like."
Can you smell the circus, Georgie?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
There's French fries, chicken. No, because that chicken is like at Ronald McDonald.
No, but he goes, "Can you smell the circus?" That's what he says. More overweight down here. Did you hear that? Go up. More overweight down here. More overweight.
This is an alternate universe where everybody sinks. Instead of eating, he fattens them to death. We all bloat down here.
Oh, that'd be a good way to go.
Yeah.
Just eat until you sink. Oh, buddy, I'll take that.
You know, yeah.
There's
Let's move on.
nothing to do with smelling like a.
It's not like a big fucking plot to the fucking film. Just saying.
It just sounded weird when you said
the sewer smells like
cum-sized.
Fucking Ronald McDonald.
The sewer smells like circus because of the cosmic evil god powers, but he also smells wet and rotten.
No, I said he smells. I said he's got his powers.
But
I think the thing that took us back is, what does a circus smell like? Is it like candy floss?
Candy floss, peanut. Because back in those days, it's in America, so it's like when he goes to the circus in that small little town. It smells that the carnival smells of like when you go to like fucking. Have you been to the carnival? It smells like toffee apple, fucking all that sort of the smell to it kind of thing. That's what you're saying. So he smells like it's there, but when he can still smell a hint of like.
I feel like Stephen King probably wrote it in a much more elaborate way than it just smells like a circus.
I'm just saying.
Let's move on.
I'm not gonna say word for word.
No, I know, but it just I haven't heard it. It was just odd.
Pulls out a fucking it book out of his pocket. Well, actually,
never had that from fucking Febreze.
Well, it's still about it. The director has confirmed the sequel will explore the other dimensions, and returned to the 80s. So they've basically seen Stranger Things do well and gone, cool, let's do that.
The other dimension's weird though, because they can't.
I think
they have the actor from Stranger
any
Things.
series where you go back
he
in
plays
time.
Richie. He beat Reggie.
Yeah, any series where you go back in time and you do like a film set in the 80s, when you have kids involved, it's good because it relates to a lot of people. It relates to kids now because it's kids going through this situation like Stranger Things or like Super 8, going through this thing, so you can relate as a kid what you would do and how you would act in that situation. But it also relates to adults now that are kids in the 80s and they live with those old cars and they live with the old TV sets, and it really sort of, what's the word I'm looking at, resonates with both age groups, kids and adults. So then together you get an accumulation of a great film, and that's why I think it was successful. Super 8 was great.
What does a great film smell like?
Well, man, I'm glad you asked.
Like a sewer. I think what they said they're going to do it in this movie. They're going to explore the other dimension, or is it a future movie? Because I don't know. It can't be this movie. Cause it's all about the kids, really.
Just said the next one.
Oh, no, right. Next one, I think.
This is for you GFA. Bad Boys 3 could still happen.
Why is that for me?
Oh no, sorry.
What the fuck just happened?
Right.
How did you read it wrong? How did you confuse? You're on your laptop slider, mate.
Because I deleted that segment because we're running out of time. So I deleted that segment. And then said it. Justice League is about hope and working together.
Is that still for me?
Yeah.
Why is that? What? Because
isn't Batman your favourite film?
Oh, well, Batman for Superman. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, I tell you what, I've watched it at least once.
Half.
Shit, worst I've ever seen.
So they've basically just been like, the whole film is going to be about like uniting together as America.
I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
America.
Yeah.
America.
I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
America.
Everyone said that it's brilliant. Everyone I've spoken to said it was good.
But can she carry a whole film though?
Well,
she
did. Have you seen how hot she is? She can
carry
carry whatever she likes.
She did the main character. She didn't carry Batman. She didn't carry Batman. Superman.
Ben Affleck didn't ruin Batman vs Superman. The writing did, and Superman
said that
he
couldn't save it, nor could it wasn't down to the actors to say it was
the writers.
What storyline?
But if you the actors can't save it. But if the film, if whoever wrote Wonder Woman obviously did a good job, because apparently it got really good reviews, and I really want to see it still. Then obviously, hopefully, they'll just sack off whoever wrote Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman.
Suicide Squad's the guy who did fucking what's it called?
Watchmen.
Yeah, no, not Watchmen. No, Watchmen. The guy who did Watchmen did Batman vs Superman. The guy who did Suicide Squad was the guy who did bloody what's that cop film where they End of Watch?
End of Watch.
I think
we'll sack both of those off and get whoever did Wonder Woman, and then let them do Justice League, I guess.
I think whoever did the guy who did the director actually write the script? Or did they get someone to come into it?
No, there's a script writer.
Oh,
you have
the script writer.
You have the screenplay, the script writers, and your producers.
Oh shit! There's not much you could do.
A director just looks at the script and then makes it.
Yeah, but the script was shit. Like, it wasn't the director. He did much you could.
Well, no, the director still didn't do a good job when it comes to like the bit when he did like Martha and that's my mother's name.
No, I'm talking about Suicide Squad.
Oh, sorry. Well,
fucking.
But the director can make changes to the script if he wants, and he can also visualize it however he wants, and he can build a scene around it.
He can also say like no.
Yeah. He can look at a script and say no, that's crap. That's what happened to Edgar Wright and Ant-Man. He didn't like the way it's been written.
That's where he left, yeah.
So he was changing it and making I don't know if he's put more jokes or less jokes. And also bear in mind, Edgar Wright has a very specific way of directing, which I personally love. I think all of his films, the way he directs.
Oh, do you? You love him so much you'd go see him in the cinema, would you?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that was not my fault. You went and saw it without me, and then you had a Scottish person shouting at you or something.
Yes. Not at me, someone else.
He's the only person to stand up to Marvel as well, isn't he?
Yes, so but he did half the film. I'd be
very. I don't
interested
know how much
to see,
he did though.
No, he did bits. I'd be very interested to see what scenes he directed. Yeah, probably.
All the fight scenes, probably.
Probably the funny bits.
He would definitely have chucked in Ant-Man climbing in the breasts of Eva.
Oh, yeah.
GFA's like, give me two minutes.
Vanya Lily, whatever her name is. She's amazing.
Who did?
Not the woman in it, but I tell you what. I reckon Edgar Wright definitely did. I definitely think he did the directing for the bit where, what's the Mexican actor's name?
Michael
Pena. When he had the flashbacks, and he goes, "Well, I was talking to him, and I was
that
was definitely Edgar Wright. That reeks of Edgar Wright's directing, and I'm glad because
he goes, I got a guy who swings or who crawls walls. That woman, that's definitely.
I think that was Edgar Wright all over.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit me with the next topic.
Well, it's now on to games. So,
Bad Boys 3 might happen though.
What?
What?
Bad Boys
Nah.
3. It might happen.
Just like halfway through was going to happen.
Bad Boys 2.8.
Well, bearing in mind Michael Bay directed it, and he keeps saying he's never done another Transformers film, but he keeps racking them out. I'm sure Bad Boys 3 will
Wait,
come out.
I'm sure I heard him about 4 movies ago say I'm not doing no more.
Yeah, he said it before he did when he did the Moon one.
Yeah, and then they throw loads of money at him.
And then, then they threw loads of money. He said, look, but we can make loads of explosions. And he goes, well, say no more. And then he makes another.
Well, so I think if that was me, and everyone like made fun of me because I do those sort of films, but then I think, yeah, but I got this money.
If they keep asking him to direct it, it's not. At the end of the day, it's not. And then when a studio makes the decision to choose who's directing their film and gives him the contract, that's down to them. So if they're letting him do it, then that's the way they want the film.
I love how it was like, we need you back, Michael Bay. He's like, no, he's like, how? I want one thing. That what's that, Mr. Michael Bay? I want to blow up Stonehenge. And then, like, the next Transformers film sees to blow up Stonehenge for some unbeknownst reason.
Have you seen it?
No.
Did he blow up
I just know that he blows up Stonehenge. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
The real Stonehenge?
That motherfucker!
It ain't dead no more.
Hey, Reggie, crack the car!
Get in the coupe.
I bet they use Stonehenge like what? No, obviously trying to think how the Stonehenge get there. Like,
It's gonna
the
be
Transformers
like,
got
yeah.
it. They're gonna be like
Stonehenge is built from Transformium.
They press a button and the fucking just Stonehenge turns into Transformers.
I'm the oldest Transformer known to man.
They've got me Stonehenge. And it's like he shot us like God. That'd be shit like that.
What's the next topic, bro? Hit me with it.
Transformers, no. Player Unknown producer said that they're going to stop AFK farming, which is just apparently I haven't played it for a few days now.
Oh yeah,
that sounds odd.
People with the
So
disconnects.
when people go AFK,
they literally just press ready up, and then they just don't move, and then they survive to like 60th or 50th or 40th, then they get like loads of gold.
I thought it was the other way round. I thought it was people that AFKs.
They put on. Yeah,
people that are AFK get kicked out of the plane right at the end of the distance when it hits its limit. You get all the people landing in a line, and people wait until the end.
No one does that. Cause
some people do, because you can get like 8 kills like that.
You don't get the money from kills your position. You get a bit of money, but you don't.
So no one waits and jumps out at the end because there's
some people do.
Well, some people do, yeah, but not. Well, it depends where the plane's coming from.
Maybe people do it for the stats. Go look at my KD.
Well, yeah, because I was AFK one time, and I'd just come back, and you guys had started, and I ran to my computer, and it kicked me out the plane at the end. You boss didn't wait for me. I didn't wait till the end. You just left me on my own. And then as I jumped out, another guy, loads of other guys jumped out. I landed, and the guy landed next to me, and he was playing, and he came after me, and I killed him. Then I died anyway. But
Carr was AFK, and I jumped out the plane like with him, and then there was a guy that came down with Carr, like literally head next to each other, and then I went over and then found Carr, but not the other guy. But they're going to try and combat it. How could they combat it?
Well, AFK farming. They're just if you don't jump out by the end, it'll
That's
kick
exactly
you out.
what it should be.
If you go into a game and if you've been in a game, if you've gone to a game and you've been AFK for that game, you get a cooldown period or something. Maybe.
Can't you check like movement?
There'll be like a.
Only problem is like it's like armor where you could, like, isn't it? Because in armor they don't kick you if you're AFK, like if you're not moving, because sometimes you'll be sniping someone and you're waiting for ages so you don't move.
Yeah, they'll just kick you for inactivity. That's what they'll do. If you're inactive if you don't move at all for like 15 minutes or 10 minutes, they'll just kick you out of the game.
Yeah,
that'd be that.
Probably for the best.
What was I going to say about? Oh yeah, I think Jacob said about. They did an update where they got rid of the Twitch streamers ads. I think.
Yeah,
I'm so glad they've done that. It was so stupid they did that.
Next topic. Full like New Vegas mod. Did you ever hear of Project Brazil?
No.
So it started development in 2009,
Okay.
I think.
Oh wait.
2009.
September.
Oh wait.
No, 2009. And it's just a huge expansion pack for New Vegas, and they're finally releasing it this fall. But it's called Project California.
Okay.
It's like a brand new. It's huge. It's like a brand new Fallout game, but
Is it from New Vegas or
in the New Vegas engine.
The Vegas engine was alright.
Oh, much better than 3 and 4.
It's better than 3. It wasn't good as 4.
4 was good.
4 had the best engine. It was the most advanced. You could do the most with it.
I'd rather have a shitty.
It's more smooth. It was more smooth. That's why I didn't really like it. I never played Fallout when it came out.
You didn't like that it was smooth?
Well, I didn't play Fallout 3 when it came out. If I played Fallout 3 when it came out, I'd go back to it.
It's too smooth for me.
No, Fallout 3 was really clunky. New Vegas was a bit less clunky.
If I played Fallout 3 or
Had
New
iron
Vegas when it
sights.
came out, I didn't play 4. I think
3 was.
Because I played 4 and I try to go out to play New Vegas and I can't play it. It just feels
3's
shit.
really dated. I mean, on PC it's fine. On Xbox and stuff, on consoles, it's so dated because you can't even aim down the sights. You just have VATs which, to be fair, I have to say, I prefer the days when you couldn't aim down the sights, sheerly because you had to always use VATs, and I literally never used the VAT system on
but that's
Fallout 4.
all down to you. I
know.
I never used VATs because I just didn't.
I used VATs when there was like something important, when someone's about to get shot on the head, like that. One machine where they go to execute, and you have to
if I go into a room with like 6 guys, I use it on Fallout 3 because it's quite cool because you can go like, and if you're shooting someone quite far away, I'd use it. But because they had iron sights in New Vegas, you didn't feel the need to use that system.
I always thought VATs was cheap.
It is, but you have more chance of missing using VATs.
That's why I didn't like Fallout 3 when I first saw it. I thought it was so shit because you just literally did no aiming to it.
I got Fallout 3 as an accident. Turned out to be one of my favourite games.
I got Dead Space as an accident.
Yeah, you last were Left 4 Dead, didn't you, or something?
Yeah, and the Jake as well because.
Oh my god, sorry.
They both happened to me and Jacob because Jacob had it, and I said to my mum, I want this game, and then what was it?
This was like 10 years ago.
It's got the arm, hasn't it? It's got the hand, and in Left 4 Dead they've got the hand, haven't they, as well? Both their pictures, it's a hand, and
so you have to explain it to her, yeah.
Because Jacob, because having had to Jacob first, then I laughed, and then I thought, that's unlucky. A couple days later, Mum did the exact same thing, and I didn't think to say, make sure you get the right one. And I think I was like,
I think I've told you this before, GFA, but you know Rob, he asked for the Walking Dead box set.
I got the Waking.
His mum got him the Waking Dead.
I've done that before when I'm on Sky ages ago, and I'm like looking, I see like Waking Dead, and I was like, wow, I didn't realise it was like going on. Looked at it, and I was
you should have seen how disappointed he was. Because we're going to do like a Walking Dead marathon.
Waking Dead marathon.
Have you seen the Waking Dead?
There's some guy shouting so loud.
No one has.
Because it's a detective who shouts really loud or something. That's why it's called Waking the Dead, because the guy's a big loud old guy.
That cannot be true.
It is. I swear, that's why it's called Waking Dead, because the guy shouts. He's a big loud mouth detective, and he's like, that's why he called it as a joke, I think.
It's called Waking the Dead, I think, not the Waking Dead.
Waking Dead.
I think it's called Waking the Dead.
Yeah, I think he's right. The Waking Dead.
Fuck it. Got one to dub. I'm so tired. I'm moving my fingers. Ark's next expansion will include underground biomes and chest-bursting critters.
Just like
from Alien.
Yeah,
that's quite
so
cool.
That's quite cool. They're now ripping off Alien.
The thing is,
you're charging
optimised?
60
Is
quid
it
for
optimised?
fucking...
Yeah.
We tried to
it is
play
optimised now.
No. We tried to play it.
It looked like
When?
shit on my
Boot it up. I had no character.
When was this?
Last week.
Really that recently?
Oh, yeah.
They can't have released it on console with not optimising it. Consoles would explode trying to just render a
It
tree.
just looks shit in the console. They tweeted just looked really shit. It looked better because I got the graphics card, but it just wasn't fun. I don't know. Maybe because when you spawn on the beach and I think to myself, can't really be asked to go punch a tree for like an hour and a half, just put a little wooden shack. Some prick who'd been in the server for like 10 years.
That's the issue.
He's got like a fucking T-Rex with fucking metal body armor on it, and a fucking because they have fucking mech suits or something now, don't they? Something in the game.
Mexicans.
Mech suits. Mexicans.
Right.
Didn't work for them, but no, like.
Oh, well, you had me at Mexicans. No, I don't want to play that.
Trump's on fucking art building a wall. Mr. President, you have to give a statement about this latest terrorist act. Iran. Great Trump accent, by the way.
Iran.
Right, this next one's quite cool. So, you know, we spoke last week about Fallout. No, not Fallout. Bethesda doing a Game of Thrones game.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, so it's come.
Squeak.
You weren't there!
What?
I said last week we spoke about it. And you went,
I said that sounds gay. I yawned.
Oh, yeah.
I said it. I yawned.
Is it happy?
I said no. That's
family show, George.
Oh, he doesn't know about political correctness, does he?
No.
It's hippie.
It's for pussies.
Well, Obsidian turned it down because they turned to the studio and thought it would suck as an RPG and
But
be better
Bethesda.
but it'd be better as RTS.
What?
No.
Real-time strategy. What?
No, it'd be age. I
mean,
mean,
there's not much
I understand
there is
why.
some, but there's not.
I understand why it would be good as an RTS because
I honestly reckon it could be a good RTS.
But it already exists though.
I would choose an RPG.
It already exists though.
The thing is,
Yeah,
that
but
there
with
would
all
be
the characters and
You can make that though. Crusader Kings is an RTS exactly like Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
You have to
but
marry
no,
a family,
but,
but there's a mod for it that turns it into Game of Thrones, where you can get characters, you can get all the different families and do that. So that exists already.
This was back when New Vegas came out.
Oh, okay.
The first season of Game of Thrones. Sorry, not Fallout. So it was 7 years ago.
Oh, okay. I don't think Crusader Kings was out then, but that is a game.
Fuck you, Charlie and Crusader Kings.
Okay, well,
I just thought that was quite cool. Let's move on to questions. We've just gone on Reddit as per usual and found some Ask Reddit questions. First question: what is the most ridiculous rule in your place of work?
I have no work. There is no rule.
You're just like, no bedtime.
Having to talk to Boyle all day would be yours.
Yeah.
Most ridiculous rule in my workplace.
It could be a previous one too.
Yeah, I was gonna say because mine's quite lax at the moment now.
Friends can't go in there and film.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you can never pulled up back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
They haven't found all the files I stole.
Why are you doing blow in the office again? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I can't keep up the
It fell out of my nose.
I think the most annoying rule in general is
rules.
I think you're going to say what I'm thinking.
No, definitely not.
Dress code.
Oh, what? Because I'm not an office type guy, no?
No, because I don't. Mine's about timekeeping.
Oh.
I just hate the time constraints at work. Like if
using the time constraints, if everything will fall down into anarchy, there was like
no, but
you got clients that need that now they need things fast paced.
Not all of them though. Not especially not in my job. Like I could get in at 11 and finish at 7, and I'll get the same work done. And I'd talk to the same people. I think
that's what you earlier, so you can get everything done.
Yeah, I mean it's because it's a regime. It's regimented. If you get in at the same time, everyone knows who's coming and going, and you can be overseen by managers. Because if I said I want to work from midday till 8 o'clock at night, well then no. That's my point. It's fucking no point in this conversation.
I wish it like getting time thing. I mean like getting things done. Like I have to get this done by this certain time. Like I have to you have to get this report done by like 12 o'clock. So you don't like doing that. You'd rather just get it done when you want to, kind of thing. So I thought you were trying to say.
No. Just sort of getting into work.
I thought you were going to say headphones.
That would have been a much better answer.
It should be down to discretion, I think.
Well,
some people might get distracted.
No. It should be down to discretion. If you were failing because you're on headphones, and then you shouldn't be allowed. But you know, if I was doing your job, if I was doing any office job, to be fair, my
office now allows it. To be fair.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm allowed to put my headphones.
I know. When I worked at Sainsbury's, I forgot my headphones one day. It's horrible.
I wish I could do that at my work. I can't do that because I'm on the till. So like when
I was on night shift, but.
What do you mean? Of course you could if you was on fucking till. Imagine someone walks into the shop. Sorry, can I place a bet in your shop?
Please, it's about to go up.
Sorry. Are you slow? You just keep nodding at me. I love this song.
He's like, who the fuck praying for me?
He's just singing along like fucking Crazy Town theme song or something.
Somebody wants to me the world.
Of course, you're on the till. Could you imagine? Oh yeah, I really wish I could do it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, we're medical science.
I wish I could do it. What job do you do? I'm a doctor. Listen, doctor, I've had terrible pain in my back. Somebody wants.
He's on this. So just bend over.
Drop your trousers.
Open your mouth.
Oh. What doctors have you been seeing?
The wrong ones.
Oh.
The nicer ones. Oh. What sounds 100% incorrect but is actually 100% correct? I got the top comment because it is absolutely incredible. What sounds 100% incorrect but is actually 100% correct?
Oh, okay. It doesn't sound right. Okay.
You ready for this? This is amazing.
It's going to blow my mind. But blind people up the road.
Pigeons produce milk.
Oh, I mean that sounds in like. Okay, no, I thought something different then. I mean it's like making a noise. Didn't sound like you should make that noise. That's what you're saying. What? He said it.
What sound? Oh, because it said what sounds.
Say the question again. It's what sounds like. Say the question again.
what sounds 100% incorrect?
So what, you think dogs shouldn't sound like they do?
No, I didn't
And
say
next
that.
week we're back to just Dear Bay and I.
The question was what sounds like incorrect,
Yeah,
okay.
No, but it wasn't what sound is incorrect. It was what sounds 100% incorrect, but actually 100%
But my
correct.
point is, where would you even go with that?
That's
Okay,
why I was really
answer your own question.
I don't. That's why I was really confusing. I don't think I didn't understand what I did.
So wait, what was your question? What sound
What-
sounds wrong?
See me banging a
Yeah,
desk.
so
and
he's
making noise.
like, oh, when I clap, it makes this noise, but it should make.
Yeah, the cow goes moo, shazoo. That's what I was sitting there thinking, what was I saying to that?
I wish when you opened your mouth, the only sound I heard was silence.
No, that would sound right.
Yeah.
So no, you haven't got.
Wait,
anything
sorry,
for that?
what was it? Oh, sounds
no,
incorrect.
I don't.
Pigeon's milk you were saying about.
Pigeon
that's
produces
weird.
milk.
That's odd, yeah.
Yeah, obviously it makes sense because
Why does it make sense?
they're not going to breastfeed.
You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot.
Yeah, they
A
come
pigeon
straight out the
just,
egg, they
pigeon
start
just
busting
whips
it.
its nipple out from under its fucking feathers. You're an idiot.
Why does it produce the milk then for?
Well,
Exactly right. It's so that's stupid.
It's not a
thinking it
stupid question,
breastfeeds.
but why do
Yeah,
you
what
think-
else is?
you laughed at your own answer. I don't know why you're having a go
I'm
at me.
the Carr's defending me.
No, I just they probably like.
There you are.
No, I'm not saying no, I'm not
There
saying
you are.
I'm saying then they chew the food up. They probably squirt a bit of breast milk in there to get it all ones that spit in, kind of thing. That come on.
Let's move on. I can't deal with it. Having Carl Pilkington on the bloody podcast.
The world is playing a game of hide and seek, and you are the only person hiding. You get 1 hour prep time, and the game lasts 2 days. Where would you hide?
Oh, everyone's looking for you. And you're,
The entire world's looking for you. You get 1 hour prep time.
Space.
Obviously, James from Houston, Texas, is too busy dying of the flood right now, so he won't be here. People from Italy most likely won't be here either. So we're quite lucky. We're
So
looking
are
at
they all the people that go towards us? Like they got like, okay, I get it.
Oh my god, have you seen the film It Follows?
Yeah, shit. Oh no, it's a good idea. It was shit though.
Fine, moving
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
It was good for a horror film.
It was a good idea. Like, there was one
The
bit that
idea
really
was
fucking
sick.
scared me. The bit where the guy.
The bit where she's in the classroom and she's walking across the field.
Yeah.
You see it coming you see it coming with her walking this way. You see it for about 2 minutes,
You see it in the
and
back
it
end,
still
don't you?
fucked me over when it
I
came.
might watch it tonight.
Yeah, it's really good.
The other bit with the
It is refreshing to see a good horror
the
film.
guy comes to the doorway.
Oh
That
my
bit fucked me.
god!
That bit fucked me.
It's as good as the film we watched that time with the
No,
where
this
it's
one
disappeared.
actually has like a it doesn't have a reason why it is. Isn't it like a demon or something? But it's got more of a satisfying sort of end. It's like
How
it's
did
a bit.
That doesn't sound like it should have sounded like.
I know how it ends. Do you remember how it ends?
No, I'm trying to think how it all started.
Don't you remember?
Oh, there's going to be It Follows 2 that goes into the origin of it.
It still follows.
I know, it's really odd.
Well, you know the start because she gets. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
You
it's
can
in the
ruin
trailer.
it. You can ruin it.
No, she gets kidnapped by that guy, and he has sex with her.
Yeah,
Because that's how it gets.
That's how
transmitted.
it gets passed on sexually.
Yeah.
So syphilis
Also,
follows.
did you see the phone that girl had? The fucking shell phone thing. One of the girls had this weird phone. It was like a shell opened up, like a flip phone, but it was a shell. The phone.
Yeah, I've seen those.
It's like a shell phone.
Yeah.
But she's reading something on it, and it looks like the most god awful thing to read because like it's like a big gap. Now you get like a flip phone. Normally it's quite close, but she opens it up and it's like 2 circles really far away. She's trying to read something. She's trying to read the top and the bottom bit.
Wouldn't be a good drug dealer's phone, would it?
No, it was so bad. The phone's like, why would you even have that as a phone?
So, where are you guys hiding?
That's a bit I did like.
The whole world's looking for you.
I was gonna make a really bad joke then, but I don't want to say it now. Like I said, like a really offensive
Paige
joke.
and Madeline McCann.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say something else.
I
Actually,
knew
that's
your
not as
fucking
bad
head
as you know.
was
I'm thinking it.
Cause that's not. I can say what I want now.
Paige and Osama bin Laden.
No.
He's been shot, mate.
But he survived for
Has he?
years.
Did you say 2 years? He survived for like fucking 10
He
years.
what I
played
mean.
the game as well, didn't he? That's why he lost.
He believed it for so long.
When you're playing Game of Thrones.
Did you see that TV show that came out over here where like you go on it and then you have to run from them? Really good. It was like a reality show.
I have not seen
Is that like a game show?
I feel like I remember what you're talking about, but I'd never watched
It's
it.
like
Is it
a
TV show?
It was called like
Using a reality show, or is it actually a real life
The
show?
Hunted.
I did watch it, but I think
It's called The Hunted. You go on there, and then you submit a form, and
Is it real life? Like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
If you win like that, you win like $1 million or something, or thousands. If you win, but they get like the best agents on you, and they find some of them in like a day, or like like an hour. They usually find it.
That sounds really good, actually. That sounds like a really good idea
like
for
digital
a show.
blueprints and that when you go like fingerprints, like you go and like using your credit card or stuff.
The only problem is it was most likely staged.
That's the annoying thing. Like that sounds like a perfect TV show, but I think.
But it doesn't. Those they don't work because if say we did it, say we turned around, thought we got everyone in, and we thought let's run. All I'd fucking do is drive Scotland. By the time I just wouldn't stop driving. I'd just drive the
you'd have
entire
number
way.
But they find you. I
plate
think when they say
track
find
you
you,
in
you
Scotland,
just take off your number plate.
you get pulled over, and they found you straight away.
and when they say they find you, they even like you're driving a car, you drive past me. I think
No,
that's Matt there.
No, they have to like grab you.
you. Oh,
It was quite good.
do you know what I do? Wait, how long have I got to hide for?
You got an hour prep time.
What resources do I have? Like what we had.
Well, whatever you're sitting
So
here right now.
so for an hour.
An hour from now.
So an hour from now, could I like run to like say to the store and grab something from the store, and they won't stop me taking it? So I can
No.
take
No, you get an hour to prep. So
Yeah.
if you can make that store in 10 minutes, that's fine. If it takes you an hour and a half to make the store, you're too late.
I've got one idea, but it'd be quite hard. 'Cause, like basically, maybe try to either get to a bank and get get to like a bank, get to a vault or something, hide in the vault.
Okay, I thought you were going to say go and buy a shovel. How the fuck are you going to get into the bank vault? Please tell the criminals of the world how you can get into a bank vault, because I'm sure they all would love to know.
At this time, there might be one bank that's open you can get into quickly.
You're an idiot.
No, I'm joking.
It lasts about 10
No,
minutes.
I'm joking.
It lasts
That's
10
not
minutes
good.
until the bank manager comes and opens the vault and sees you like.
You're the kid he was looking for.
He's just stuck.
Just like covered around money.
I don't know. Go to abandoned house. Oh, and you get food that, don't you, as well? Get loads of like military, like none of those fucking packs. The ones you can like the MREs kind of thing. Like you can like live on for like how long you got? How long you got?
Where'd you get them from?
How long you got? No, how long you got hide for?
McCleavey had about
Forever.
50 of them.
Yeah,
you,
but
can get them from like fucking mountain climbs, like
So you got an hour to get there. So that's one of the first stops you would go
get
to.
someone's car, drive to the
McCleavey
shops.
Wales.
drive to the shops closer. Get like as much supply as you can. Find that abandoned
Those
house.
army rations, MREs,
Yeah.
that as the sell.
No, not like you can buy them for like fucking.
I buy them as snacks most of the time.
You can buy them from fucking what's it called?
I've got
Like
one right here.
hiking. Like,
Yes, you have to
stores.
go to a hiking store.
Yeah, there are some around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in Chelmsford, I'm pretty sure as well.
Yeah.
And then you get the
Take
supplies
20 minutes
there.
to drive there. It's half the time gone already.
Oh, that's-
Almost.
yeah, so you get that.
Yeah.
Go find a band house. Hook up for the night, and then get a gun. If anyone goes near you, shoot them. It's justified.
So when the homeless Jimmy comes in and he just sees you sitting there with your
He has
MREs.
to get me first. Shoot him. Get him.
This is my crouch spot.
Go to a haunted house, right? No one would go to because it's haunted.
I'll go and buy a shovel and a snorkel and just dig a hole in the garden.
Are you going to survive?
Through the snow. I'll get loads of MREs. Yeah, I'll go to a mountain
Yeah,
climbing
yeah,
shop.
I can do that then.
And then I'll go and dig a hole.
No, you can last 48 hours with. You'd go in.
How long you got to hide for?
48 hours.
Oh, I thought it was like a week or something you had to hide.
If it's 48 hours,
You've got a fucking cupboard.
As
Like,
long-
you just go to the pantry. Go to someone's house. Go to someone's house who's away for holiday.
2 days.
Yeah, go to someone's house who are not there for holiday. Just hide it in their house.
yeah, and say
They're
to
not
them,
gonna- they're not going to
yeah,
get
and
back.
especially in that haunted show, just say, look, can I stay at your house for a couple of days? I'll give you 500 grand. I'm
I'll
about
give
to
you
win $1 million
2
if I
grand.
stay away for 2 days.
Yeah, but
Well, that's exactly what I said. Like,
I think they'll
when I
check
was
out
like-
though.
If I was doing the show, I'd be like, I'll give you 200 grand if you just.
Let me hide it out here for 2 days.
Fuck, they're not gonna fuck it.
Yeah, but well, they'll probably like do they'll probably do like a big search and find.
That's
like,
why it's staged. Because
Well, they'll probably do like a big
wouldn't-
search
it
around
wouldn't
the
work.
area and go. They haven't left this area, so they're still in. Say, like you started off in here, like in Brentwood, like in Essex.
I'd just
They'll look and see if they've
I'd-
seen you outside of Essex. If you unless they'll assume you're still in Essex.
shave Matt's head and let him drive my car, so it looks like me just driving down the road in my number plates and make him drive to Scotland. Then I'll just stay at his house and hide. Like,
But I don't want to be bored.
Huh?
I don't want to be bored.
Draw it back.
My,
Well, can't-
my
or wear a
head of
hat.
hair-
can't
You can wear a hat.
Can't I?
I can't.
My head goes back quick.
Just on mine.
Please.
He'd want to loan you some.
Should we wrap it? How long have we been on for? An hour and 10
Hour and-
minutes?
Hour and 15.
May take a wee as well.
Well, have you got any more
Sweet.
topics, or are we out? Are we done?
I had one more question.
Let's do one more. Go on, for the viewers. Give them what they're paying for.
For those two guys.
I've actually got two. What would be the most terrifying news headline to see, or what gets better the older you get? We'll go for the first one.
Yeah.
You fucking didn't even hear it.
The second one.
Why did you say what then?
The second one sounded shit. The first one must be better than.
What would be the most terrifying news headline to see?
Well, right now.
George Carr is dead.
No, in 10 years.
But I'm not dead though.
The most terrifying. I mean, really. I mean, it's all the same thing. It's called doomsday stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
can't say Matrix is real.
It'd be something like. It'd either be something like a meteorite's going to hit Earth in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or it'd be something like.
2 minutes. I forget my headlines up. It fucking
turns out the cause of cancer is oxygen or something like that. Then you'd be like, fuck.
Wait, the cure?
The cause of cancer is oxygen.
Fucking cure.
Well, that'd be the best headline. You just have people in the freaking walls going, get as much oxygen they can.
Sir, Sir, you have cancer. Just stand here a second. Yeah.
And you're cured.
Yeah.
That's a fucking.
And you're done. Out. 100% success rate.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be probably the meteorite thing. I think you'd feel so hopeless. Like with like a nuke or something, you'd kind of be like, oh, maybe it won't hit England, or maybe it won't affect this area. But with a meteorite, if it's big enough, you're fucked no matter where you are. So, or like Yellowstone erupting, because that's very plausible.
Do you know what would make me?
Super volcano in America. If it erupted, we'd all be fucked pretty much.
Was that the fucking what's it called? Yeah, what's the not America? Is it Yellowstone? Is it Yellowstone?
That's what I just said.
Is that the super volcano?
Yeah. There's a few in America, but there's a few around the world.
That's one back in 2012.
Yeah, Yellowstone is the most commonly known one because it's the one that scientists are saying is 150.
Yellowstone. What is super volcano?
150,000 years overdue. So the chances are that it will erupt at some point.
It would be fine though. We did that geography. Only thing that will happen is we'll get no.
I did geography.
No.
Fine.
They said if it did happen, America would be fucked, but we would get loads of ash cloud.
The ash cloud would cover the Earth, and it would not allow sunlight.
All we have is the ash cloud. America would be fucked.
Yeah, so we'd have to wear respirators, and we wouldn't have any sunlight. So England would have to survive on UV light only to grow their crops and stuff.
For how long?
It'd be about 3 years of a nuclear winter. It'd be like a nuclear winter where it's just covered in ash cloud. It'd be about 3 years.
I would literally just walk around all the time going, what are they saying in Fallout? When he goes, it's about time for a nuclear winter.
Oh, don't know.
Every single time.
Thanks for joining us.
Fuck you. Every time you
you've
walk,
got my answer. Yeah.
Every time you walk past like a NPR ranger.
I can't remember what New Vegas.
Yeah.
Where it says nuclear winter is.
And that's like perfect weather for a nuclear winter. Perfect weather for a nuclear winter.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Fucking. The worst headline I think is turns out right. God is real and we're all fucked.
Why would we all be fucked?
Because
what have you done?
The pure Christian thing. If you don't do
we know why he watches Game of Thrones with his mum.
Yeah, but you said we'd all be fucked. Like,
but
Christians wouldn't be.
Comes like, yeah, it will be. We're fucking.
It all depends on what God's real, because technically,
the
throughout religion,
Christian one.
So a Christian God.
No, the fundamental Christian one.
So
where you can't do this shit.
What if an atheist? There is no God. So
they're dead. Brown bread. They're dead.
So all Muslims.
Atheists believe there's obviously no afterlife.
Muslims, Sikh, Jews.
Yeah, they'll be gone to hell as well. Like only religion was right. Like I think, I'm not saying Christianity, one religion was right. The religion we chose was wrong, kind of thing. Like that, you know what I mean? So basically, you're going to hell, basically.
We're reaching dangerous territory, guys. Dangerous territory.
Not saying like any religion. I'm just saying basically there's a hell and we're going to it, kind of thing.
Well, technically, if there was a headline saying one God was real, it'd have to be down to a specific religion's God, because they have different gods in their religions.
Because when you die, if you don't believe in like heaven and hell, you don't really give a shit because you're dead. Nothing's going to happen, is it? But if there's an actual afterlife and you're going to go to hell, you're fucked.
Yeah, but I think it'd be scary if we found out the afterlife was real.
Yeah,
that'd be terrifying, because you'd be like,
then the theory of afterlife is just like it's just emptiness, and you're just sitting in the blackness forever, kind of thing.
That would be the worst hell.
Because if you're like, there's a nuclear coming or something, or the attack goes, everyone's going to die someday. But it's worse if there is stuff afterwards, because then you're like, we're going to be stuck in there forever, kind of thing,
Yeah.
That's my one.
I'm with ya. Right, are we Ripley rapping?
What is that?
Okay, yeah.
Okie dokie.
Right,
are we rapping?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
rapping.
I've just fucking yanked your mic right out, haven't I? Well, thank you for joining the MAViSMITH podcast.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, yeah.